Debbie, do you have a favourite symbolic dish?
I do. My
I
very
assume you did.
the oathing stone.
Really?
Have you ever used that?
I haven't.
No,
yet. I've yet
it's
to have a couple who've said fancy.
It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's a very organic one. It talks about the earth, the stones. It talks about the stars, and it comes from way back in time before metal could be forged for rings. And a couple would hold a stone, so I'd always tell them to go back to a beach or somewhere or a river that's special to them. Get a stone, but not a boulder, because the guy's got to hold it in his hand for a few minutes. In the hands, and then the saying is that their vows are cast in stone, and that's where we think that saying comes from. So it's a beautiful one. I've used it in a couple of venues. One in particular was a very rustic farm, so it was a beautiful setting, very, very apt, and it's my personal favourite, and it's not a popular one.
Which is nice. Well, like things that are a wee bit different.
Yeah, definitely. What's yours?
I do like the quaich. I mean, it's not the most, out there one.
Yeah.
But I think just with the variety of different types that you get.
Oh.
And my quaich minibar has become fairly extensive over the last couple of years, because folk was like, oh, we quite like the quaich, but we don't like whiskey.
Yeah, you don't have to have, yeah.
Venues have made up cocktails for, we like a French martini, right? We'll stick that in. So cool. I actually had a really nice one just yesterday, and it was limoncello.
Oh no, I don't like limoncello.
Eyes looked wrong. And it was the couple had been out in Milan last year
Right.
on a food tour, which I really and the pasta making course we were on in Milan, there was a little nonna who was running it.
Right.
And the little nonna made them a bottle of limoncello.
Oh.
And they decided the wedding day was the day they would open the limoncello.
Wow.
So we unwrapped the bottle. And it was, of course, really wasn't like the manufacturing stuff.
Yeah, very rustic.
Medicine. Very, very authentic.
So were they a bit kind of when
A
they?
little bit of that. Eyes were drawn a little bit. Fun. I think I really liked it. It's nice when there's a story like that and you can share together. They haven't just gone right. Well, we're having this because we like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is a story. Maybe it's the drink you had in your first date or something like that. It's the drink that you just.
Yeah, or it's finding a drink that they both share in common, because that can be quite tricky. Getting a Yep.
So, and I've even had, there was a couple who group didn't drink. I like the idea of the quaich. I don't know how we can kind of use that. And as I got chatting to them and found out the story, and they said, do you know what, we're really going to just like sit and watch the coronation with tea. And they said we were big tea jennies, so we got a flask of tea.
Perfect. Yeah,
so
perfect. Anything goes.
This,
Yep, I've used iBroot.
Did any on the right?
No. Never thought about that actually. Yeah, that's a tricky one.
I know Kilo Rose is very nice.
It's fine. Yeah, well, that's where Prosecco's quite good. It's clear. Quite, if there is anything. So I would say the most popular one, the one I do all the time, is handfasting. That's the more. I mean, it's beautiful. It's lovely, and you can make it as short or as long with the with these hands. It's very popular. So yeah, it's by far and large.
I mean, I
the
still
most
remember
popular.
when I first went to a Humanist wedding with a guest 7 years ago, and the couple did it, and I'd never, probably like a lot of guests at good weddings, I'd never heard of it before.
That's amazing.
That's brilliant. And then similar when I got married, my wife and I did it. Loads of guests from our friends later in the day.
And said, "That's lovely."
That was lovely. Yeah. You ever done it with anything
unusual? No. It tends to be the tartan that the groom's wearing, but in a modern twist. Sometimes the bride does get the family tartan that but in a modern twist, it's quite nice to get a piece of the bride's dress and get that all hemmed, etc. So that can be nice in the modern twist, and that tends to be quite popular. Yeah. So it's nice.
I did one last week for the first time with football scam.
Oh, love it.
So they both support the same team.
All right, well, that's not so bad.
So it's 2 hip scarves. And actually, I had to do a wee practice with the groom and one of the grooms in beforehand. I thought, I just want to make sure this is going to work, which it did absolutely fine. But I did have to say, this isn't legally binding, but you're all of a sudden not married to him. It's good. It's fine. But that works really well. And actually, it was 2 hip scarves. And then I was doing the as your hands are joined together now, so your hearts always be. I said hearts. Sorry.
Did they accept that? Okay.
They accepted but done the practice. And actually, that's quite funny. Something else I had that was actually a lot more poignant. One couple, the groom had the tartan from his kilt, but what they did for the other hand fasting ribbon was they both lost their dads, and the groom lost his sister. And the seamstress who had done the alterations to the bride's dress had put together a special ribbon, and it had part of a half official football scarf
All right.
that belonged to one of the dads, a bowling tie that belonged to the other dad, and part of a gym top that the groom's sister used to wear when she was little bride.
Right.
And this was a stunning thing.
Wow.
And that was all put together.
Wow.
I had that, and it was a nice little homage.
That's very special.
Them. Really
that is nice.
So, yeah. Made up.
Oh yeah, all
Same
sorts.
As your bridesmaid scheme or your colour scheme generally, or is the colour of your favourite football team?
And I've heard couples now, because an awful lot of couples, their children are at the weddings now, incorporating like a pink one, a blue one, a yellow one, or whatever, and then you can have about half a dozen folk up there. And never had one like that, and I would just keep adding it on and adding it on. But yeah, I've heard of maybe about half a dozen different ones. So anything goes. It's good, anything goes. And it can be quite nice sometimes to involve the mums at that point. Get them to come and actually, with your guidance, tie the knot on behalf of their child. So that can be a nice wee twist on it as well. There's lots of different things you can do.
Yeah, I've only once done it with a child, but this child was in his 20s. But he's still, he was the bride's son from a previous relationship, so it was almost symbolising the blending of that family.
Nice.
And the son couple, they had a beach, so
nice.
Which was really nice. So yeah, involved children, involved parents.
Nice. Yeah. No, nice.
Yeah.
Good.